Shalom, shalom. Giving all praises and immense glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Rakah Hakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Sincere shalom to the hopeful elect. All right. I'm going to title this video, Every Man Should Have a Basic Understanding of What's Going On in the World Around Them. All right. And what inspires this video is I just got off the phone with my cousin in the world. And, sometimes I like to pick his brain because, he called himself being a smart nigga. So sometimes I like to pick his brain and, just see what niggas in the world think about what's going on, get a degenerate's perspective on the world around them. And we was talking about the whole Donald Trump situation. And, he was telling me what he thought it was. And I was telling him that, it was fake, yada, yada. Didn't go too deep into it. And, one of the things that stuck out to me that was a red flag with, something that he said when we was talking about, doing more research and going deeper into knowledge. He was saying in his day-to-day life, in his spare time, he doesn't pay attention to what's going on in the world around him. He said he don't like to pay attention to things like World War III, politics, things that are happening around the world that are getting ready to be detrimental to the American society, right? He said he don't like to pay attention to those type of things. And, that's why I'm making this lesson to, put brothers up on game and, remind us as men, okay, as a man first, right? First Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. That's number one. But I'll say second, as a man, you should have a basic knowledge of the world around you. Okay. You shouldn't just be purposely keeping yourself delusional so that way you don't have to pay attention to, what's happening in geopolitics, what's happening in regards to World War III. You got a lot of jakes that are purposely running away from that information and, closing their ears, not trying to hear it, and that's because the truth is scary. The truth is scary. Yeah, America is close to World War III. Yeah. The former president, Donald Trump, is, doing fake assassination attempts to bring about more strict legislation and rules and regulations, man. Right? That's the truth. Okay. But Jake don't want to deal with that truth. So Jake is constantly, basically putting his face in a pillow, trying to ignore reality. All right. Okay. And that's not, that spirit, okay, is going to get caught off guard when Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, when he opens the floodgates of hell out here. Okay. Because when something actually does happen, all right, a lot of these, I'm not paying attention to that right now, niggas. Okay, they gonna get trampled down with a moment's notice. All right. You niggas who think like that, y'all getting ready to y'all getting ready to go back into the spirit world, right, through death. And your death is gonna come sudden and unaware. And you're not even gonna know what the fuck is going on, why, when, how. Okay, but that's because you're not paying attention in times like this. All right. You niggas is stupid. You smoke too much weed. You think that you don't need to pay attention to geopolitics. You think that you don't need to pay attention to what's going on out there in the Middle East. The threats that Russia and Iran are making towards America. Okay. You see things like a military draft and just automatically disregard it out your mind as if that would never happen. All right. Okay. Dudes like that are getting ready to pay the price, because that's just utter foolishness. As a grown man, you should not just be in la la land. That's for women and children. Women and children can afford to, not pay attention to the world around them and be careless and run around and just live a joyful, happy life 24 hours a day. Okay. And not have to think about reality. Women and children can do that, but not grown men. Okay. Grown men are supposed to be protectors of the household, protectors of the community. How can you be a protector when you don't even know what the fuck is going on? Right? I go for a lot of you Jakes that think you smart. You think you so goddamn smart, right? Because maybe you get a lot of money in this world, or you got certain achievements that make you think that you got it going on. Jake be so goddamn smart, but he don't know what the hell is going on in politics. He don't know nothing about agriculture. He don't know nothing about, health in general. Just an idiot. Let me get this real quick. This is Sirach 5:15. It says, "Be not ignorant of anything, in a great or small." It says, "Be not ignorant of anything." I'm gonna read it again. Salakia. "Be not ignorant of anything, in a great matter or a small." Okay. Hey, the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is having us check everything out. So when a situation like what just happened with Donald Trump, that whole little hoax. Okay, the spirit is on us to, do some thorough research and, investigate a matter like that. Okay, because we're not ignorant of any matter whether it's great or small, man. Okay, we're checking everything out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Okay, but niggas in the world, all right, something like that happens and they just go off of what the TV says. They just believe the narrative because they don't want to pay attention to nothing. They don't want to do that extra research. They don't want to go in depth on what's going on behind the scenes. And you know what? That careless mistake is going to cost you niggas in the end. See, right now, y'all niggas can afford to be simple and careless and oblivious to what's going on in the world around you. But in the end, just understand you're going to pay for that. Okay? You're going to pay for that. All right? This is not a fucking, this is not a birthday. This is not a birthday card where the Lord is, Lord is telling Jake in a nice way to, pay attention and come under the order. Okay. This is an urgent message. All right. From Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. Okay. To repent, clean yourself up, and sharpen yourself spiritually. And part of being sharp spiritually is paying attention to the world around you. All right. Let's get this real quick. This is Sirach 5:7. It says, "Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day." Right. So for Jake not paying attention to what's going on in the world around him, or just not listening to the prophets, in general, any sort of truth, because ultimately the prophets, we have the 100% truth. All right. So any sort of truth, okay, Jake is running from. All right. And ultimately, Jake is running from the Lord doing that shit. Okay. Because the Lord is truth. The Lord is the light. So Jake is running from that light. Okay. So he can stay in darkness. And we're going to get that scripture next. But Jake is running from the light to stay in darkness, man. And part of staying in darkness is being ignorant. Okay. Not researching things. I mean, Jake is sitting in his house for hours. I'm talking about hours, just scrolling through Instagram, watching bullshit, smoking weed, watching podcasts of other niggas talk, other interviews with other dumb niggas, thinking that they getting some knowledge. All right. And you niggas ain't doing nothing. You ain't getting no knowledge to go nowhere. You still live at your baby mama house. You still broke. All right. You still ain't got no car. But Jake think he too good to come to the Lord. So Jake want to procrastinate and take his time until it's too late. That's why the Lord said, "Don't tarry coming to me." When you hear the horn, you run towards the horn. When you hear the trumpet, you're supposed to run towards the trumpet, not run away from it. It says, "For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth." Suddenly, it's going to come out of nowhere on Jake that don't want to pay attention. It's going to come out of nowhere on Jake that think that he don't have to pay attention to the world around him and think that what's ever going on with politics it don't concern him. As long as he can get his money, smoke his weed, and fuck with some bad bitches, some local slut bad bitches in the neighborhood, that's all Jake want to worry about when there's way bigger fish to fry. It says, "So suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance." In thy security. Okay, just when Jake thought things was cool, right? Because with that whole Trump situation, hey, that's probably gonna seal the election for Trump. So Trump is gonna get back in office, I believe. Unless they bust out with some other clown show or something like that. But more than likely, Trump is going to get back in office. So niggas is going to think that they won. Niggas going to think that it's all good. Okay, we got the stimulus packages rolling back again. He about to do good for America. Right? And by that time, niggas then forgot about this whole little hoax that just happened a few days ago where he allegedly attempted to get assassinated, which it was all a big gag. And niggas are gonna totally forget about that. They're gonna put their hope in Trump, and the US government is gonna backstab you stupid motherfuckers, man, and turn the tables on y'all, and the US government is gonna become Jake's worst nightmare. And that's gonna be the wrath of the Lord destroying you niggas in your security because you're too stupid to call out anything. You're too stupid to do any research. Okay? Willing ignorance is retardation at this point. And that's what Jake is. He's willingly ignorant. Willingly now. Okay? Jake sees, the notifications about, what's going on around the world. World War III, famine, mark of the BEAST technology. Jake see those notifications, but Jake is just willingly scrolling up or exiting out of the tab, right? So that way he don't have to see it, hoping that it doesn't come to life. Well, it's going to come to life, and because y'all was sitting there acting like it was a joke, the joke is going to be on y'all who wasn't paying attention. Real men pay attention. Real men want to know what's going on in a community. Real men want to know what's going on in the world around them. So just in case something happens in their close proximity, right? A man has time to prepare. Only fucking idiots just run around life la-di-da-da like nothing ain't going on. This is 1 Thessalonians 5, and we're going to start at verse 6. It says, "Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober." Okay, and you're supposed to be watching. This is a time of watching, all right? And the cousin I was talking to, okay, he thinks that at all things, okay, he don't pay attention to the world around him. He think that type of information is beneath him or whatever. At all things, he he's on a diehard journey to be a rapper, right? He's a rapper. He makes music. He want to be a rapper. But that shows you that he don't know what the hell is going on, because pretty soon, you know, it ain't going to be no more rappers, you know? Okay? Rap is getting ready to be a thing of the past when they shut the society down. All right? And if he was paying attention, he would know that. He would know that it's over for the music industry. It ain't no point to try to, get up in that shit and think that you about to pop and make it. Even if you do make it in this time period, let's say you do become a rapper, you make it. The next day, the fucking the lights are shut out in America. Did all of that for nothing. But you wouldn't know that if you don't pay attention, man. Okay? Niggas in they vain hopes because they don't know shit. All right? So this nigga, he sleep. All right? Verse 7, it says, "For they that sleep in the night and they that be drunken are drunken in the night." Right? So, ultimately, yeah, Jake is just sleep. Any Jake, if you come across any Jake and you try to talk to them about serious topics and they say some shit like, "Oh, I don't really be paying attention to all that," or he makes it seem like that information that you're, about what's going on in the world around him, it's not that important. I got better things to do. Just understand you're talking to a reprobate. All right, you're talking to a reprobate, and at that point, you should disregard anything that they tell you. All right, because the Spirit of the Lord is not dealing with them. All right,